Sustainable fashion can be defined as clothing, shoes, and accessories that are manufactured, marketed, and used in the most sustainable manner possible, taking into account both environmental and socioeconomic aspects. Sustainability begins at the most basic stage of developing, the materials used to make the good. In the fashion industry, about 75% of men's clothing is 100% cotton, and 68% of women's clothing contains cotton or is made entirely of cotton. This makes cotton the most widely used fiber across the world. 29 million tons of cotton is produced each year. Cotton is also considered to be one of the most toxic crops in the world due to the large amounts of bleach, pesticides, and other chemicals needed for production. Cotton also requires high volumes of water in order to be produced. This equals about 20 liters of water for every 1 kilogram of cotton produced. If one pair of jeans or a t-shirt is created, by the end of the production process, around 20,000 liters of water have been used. 70% of that water usage can be found in the agriculture of cotton. Although cotton is by far the most used fiber in design, manufacturers and designers are given a variety of substitutes that act as eco-friendly fibers. Hemp is created from the rapidly growing hemp plant and is known as the ultimate eco-friendly fiber. The versatility of hemp allows the fiber to be used to create strong fabrics or delicate fabrics. Modal is a fully biodegradable fabric that is made from spun reconstructed cellulose of beech trees. The fiber is soft and draped easily and often blended with other fibers to make it wrinkle resistant. The high absorbency of Modal makes it great for creating towels. Lyocell, the generic name for the Tencel label, is produced from natural wood cellulose. Production of this fiber involves non-toxic recyclable chemicals which add to the environmentally friendly nature of the fabric. Lyocell is known for its durability and strong nature, causing it to be extensively used for manufacturers of expensive women's wear. Textiles are a key element in manufacturing and retail in the fashion industry. Worldwide, $291 billion worth of textiles are exported, and $445 billion worth of apparel is exported in a year. China remains the lead for both textile and apparel exporting, totaling $109 billion and $175 billion respectively. China is followed by the European Union in both exporting categories, with $64 billion in textiles and $112 billion in clothing. The United States takes its place as the fourth highest exporter of textiles with $14 billion and 10th largest exporter of apparel with $6 billion per year. The fashion industry also acknowledges its social responsibility to help the environment through the use of sustainable design in their retail markets. The leadership of energy and environmental design, also known as LEED certification, acts as a basis for promoting sustainability in design and construction. In 2010, LEED launched a special certification for the retailing industry. The design is broken down into two focuses, one on construction and the other for interiors. The organization Kohl's was one of the first to become certified through the LEED program. This included taking steps such as using water-efficient landscaping, which reduced the amount of water up to 50%, using recycled materials for construction, resulting in a reduced need for new materials by 20%, installation of energy-efficient thermal systems, and the use of eco-friendly cleaning products and 100% recycled paper products to help reduce the impact on the environment. The use of energy-efficient lighting systems allow retailers to drastically increase their sustainability. Because of runways, fashion shows, and stores, lighting is a key cost in fashion. By making use of LEDs, CFLs, and natural lighting, the consumption of power can be greatly decreased. Solar energy is also used to reduce the carbon footprint of a retailer or manufacturer. The use of green interior materials can be seen through the use of bamboo and cork for creating counters, flooring, and other fixtures. One way that participants of the fashion industry can increase sustainability is through recycling and reusing materials that are often discarded. More than 15 million tons of used textile waste is generated each year in the United States. According to the U.S. EPA, 2.62 million tons were recycled, 3.14 million tons were combusted for energy recovery, and 10.46 million tons were sent to landfill. Recycling and reusing can be seen in eco-fashion when everyday disposable items are made into fashion pieces. Susan Wu is one of the most well-known eco-friendly fashion designers and complete green advocate that uses everything that is green for all of her creations, not just one piece in her lines as most designers do. The New York native formerly worked for companies such as Louis Vuitton and Chanel prior to creating her own line. She was inspired to create eco-friendly fashion from a request by a client who desired ethically produced fashion. Her statement, "The future of fashion relies on both the ingenuity of design and sustainability of the environment," perfectly embodies her company's goals. She incorporates eco-friendly practices by making her operation centers as energy efficient as possible. Wu creates high-quality products that last while still being safe for the environment. Oat Shoes produces biodegradable sneakers that have no mark on the environment. The sneakers can even be buried in the garden or put in a compost pile where they will decompose. Nike also incorporates sustainable design through their use of organic cotton in certain collections such as the N7 collection. The company also has a shoe recycling program known as Reuse a Shoe that has recycled more than 1 million pairs of shoes. One example of recycling and reusing material includes the bandage dress created by Hervé Leroux in the 90s. He used excess fabric in his studio to create the very first bandage dress. Other examples include Camila Labra with her Dhaka boot designs, which use 8 plastic bags, Kali Ott with one-of-a-kind handbags that use items such as plastic bags and recycled soda can tabs, and Kathy Kasdan and her creation of clothing using plastic grocery bags. The consumer of the industry pushes designers to choose more sustainable options. The following statistics show the consumer role in the fashion industry. 1/3 of millennials have said that they were more likely to buy from companies that are mindful of social responsibility. However, over 20% of consumers said that they wouldn't pay more for an eco-friendly or sustainable product. Only 15% of consumers said that they would boycott a retailer for not having sustainable policies in place. 15% of consumer-used clothing is recycled, making consumers a main issue in clothing sent to landfills each year.